Hello everyone, this is Rosie from Creatiivewings. I hope everybody's doing well. Today I wanted to chat and just share a few updates with you guys regarding the all of the products that I bought, the items that I bought in my last haul. I wanted to just do an update, and first I wanted to talk about these markers. I also wanted to talk about the Master's Touch. I also wanted to talk about dylusions paints. Some things that I've been doing and playing around with these, and I just want to share with you guys. But first I want to talk about these, which I had mentioned in the haul that I was going to try them out and see how they are. And you know, these markers are pretty good. In one of my videos, I actually painted one of my sweet girl's face with the flesh tone one, and it's pretty good. I mean, I don't have a complaint. The marker itself blends really well, and the design of the marker, it's pretty decent. It's a fairly good quality. The top is very tight on there. It's really good. I mean, I like the design. I like the feel of the pen. And also, let me just show you an example. It blends really well. This is watercolor paper. This is the purple. And you see how that color spreads out really nicely. See that? Also, let me get another color. And this side. This is the pink. Blends in really nicely. Let's see how we'll do it. Two colors. And there you go. The pink and the purple will blend really nicely. So for those of you who were wondering about these markers, I would say give them a shot. You know, they're affordable, and they're a good alternative to those that are expensive, the expensive brands that are out there. So if you want to try them, I think you should. The only negative that I have to say about these markers, brush pens, is that they don't have the color, so, and they don't even have numbers. So I guess you would have to guess this is like hot pink or purple or violet. Or so what I did was I made my own swatch, and I put my own colors in there. What I did was I have box of paints, and what I did was I went according to those colors which are similar to these colors, and I just put their names in there. But these are the colors of the brush pens, and so I just wrote in my own colors because the pens do not have the colors written on the pen. So that's the only con that I have about these pens. But I mean, if any of you decide to purchase these pens and would like a copy of this swatch, I don't mind sending it to you guys. I have copies that I made, scanned them, and here's the smaller ones. So if you guys, any of you guys that are watching my video decides to purchase these markers, I don't have a problem sending you my swatch if you want to use it, or you can make your own. So this is about the Arteza brush pens. Okay. Next, I wanted to talk to you guys about the Master's Touch paints. So I was playing with them, and the colors are really nice, and the pigment is really good. And so what I decided to do, I had a lot of these bottles laying around, and so what I decided to do was see how making paint sprays out of these would come out. And so the result was really good. I'm really impressed because the pigment is really dark. And so what I did was I put like 2-3 squeezes of these in here, and what I did was I boiled water and let it sit for a while, and that was what I did. I put the water in here, and look how pretty these colors are. They're so dark, so pigmented. I did the purple. Look at that. Which is this one. I did this one. This one is called Viridian. Really pretty colors. Scarlet red. The fluorescent is so pretty. This is fluorescent or neon orange. Neon yellow. The bottle looks a little green because it had a residue from the other paint. This is light green. This one is, this is a hard name to pronounce. I don't even know what that is. Is it blue? That's the name right there. If you can read it. Yes. Okay. So it's a type of blue. Okay, so this is that blue. So pretty. And then I also did burnt sienna. Okay. And I just want to show you guys an example of how they look. So what I did was, like I said before, I boiled the water, let it sit for a little while, and then I blended. I put like 2-3 squeezes of the paint in here, and then I poured the water while it was still a little warm for 2 reasons. If you pour it in while it's still warm, the paint that's in there will blend really well because the water's still warm. 2, also so that these paints won't get bacteria, and they'll last you longer if you boil the water. So I just want to show you an example of the blue. Look at that. That is so pigmented. Look at that color. That's very pretty. That's the blue. Let me show you the purple. Look at that. If you blend them in, they look really pretty. Look at that. I also wanted to show you the neon. That's the neon. I don't know if you can catch the color on the camera. And let me get another piece here. This one is Viridian. That's very pretty too. See that? Let's try the green. That's the green. This one is the burnt sienna. Oh, this part, this pretty. It's not good. Okay. I have a spray like that. Let me just add a little bit of water to it. Look at that. So the colors are very pigmented. They're very nice. And so, for those of you who don't want to buy or can't buy the regular spray paints, those of you who are on a budget and can't really spend money on those can actually make your own paints. Spray paints. I think there was one more color I was missing, which is the yellow. Look at that. It's pretty. Very light. So that's the neon orange and the neon yellow. Look at that. Very nice. Very nice colors. But I also wanted to show you guys, if you guys don't have the Master's Touch, or you guys don't want to purchase it because you guys have a lot of different paints, which I know I have tons of different brands of paints. For those of you who already have Dylusions paints, I want to show you something with those too. Let me just put these away. Okay, so I just recently purchased Dylusion paints from a D-stash. They were used. There were 19 paints in there. And a friend gave me the opportunity to purchase them at a very, very, very cheap, almost practically free price. And so there were 19 in total, and these, because they were used already, she had mentioned that Some of them I had to probably try to fix them because they were a little bit ruined. Do you see that? So I put water in there. I mean, I don't know how to fix them. This one's a little better. So these are the 5 that I thought I was just gonna dump them out, but then I thought to myself, you know what, I'll leave them there and maybe I'll play around with them and see what I can do with them. This is the pink, or the funky fuchsia. This is the London blue. See that? No, that looks bad. Okay, so what I found out that I can do with these is also do spray paints, or just like this. Squeeze them. So these turned out really, really well. So I did the same process. I boiled water, but because these were a little chunky, I had to put them in a little container, like a plastic cup. And I put like 2, I did, all I did was, for the dilutions paints, you don't need a lot of paint because it's so pigmented. So what I did was I took this, and I took, maybe like 3. 1, 2, 3, and I put it in the cup. Of course, I boiled the water while it was still warm. I put it in the cup, and I kept mixing and mixing it until it dissolved completely. So it was a little while, dissolve, and this is what I came up with. And these colors are so bright. And so this is the funky fuchsia. Look at that. Look at that. That is so pretty, that color. See that? I want to show you an example before I was playing around with them. And this is what they look like. This is the purple, the orange, the green, the pink, and the blue. Look at that. So that's also another way of, I mean, if your paints go bad, you can try to do that, play around with them and see if you can, see that? Make spray paints out of them, or just like this, where you can just pour it and then spray on it, you know? And it'll drip very nicely, see? In any of your projects. Okay, I'm going to show you another example. This one is the blue. This is London blue. Look at that. That's so pretty. This one is the crushed grape. Look at that. And of course you can blend them in nicely, because this paint is very good when it comes to blending. This one is cut grass. Look at that, so pretty. And that's what that looks like. And this one is Tangerine Dream. And there you go. See, this is the only 5 that I did, because these are the ones that I was that I thought I was gonna get rid of, and so I'm gonna use them as long as I can and do spray paints or squeezable paints where I can just add water to it and let it drip on my projects. Make nice colors. Okay, let me get rid of this mess. But yes, that's another way. I mean, I guess you can even do it with your regular dilutions. I mean, they don't have to be ruined or messed up. You can do that, and you can have yourself a nice set of spray paints. I thought I would share that with you guys. Okay, let me put these aside. Also wanted to share with you guys what I've been working on. So in the haul I have mentioned and I showed some placements, table placements or that I said I wanted to probably create covers for junk journals, and so I wanted to show you the progress of that. Okay, so this is what I created out of the placements, table placements. So this is the cover, and these are not finished at all. This is the cover of one. What I did was I put tissue paper on it, and you can still see the design under it, but I like it. I think it looks really nice. And I put tissue paper on top. Also the tissue paper that I display in the haul, which turned out really good. And so this is the inside. Still not finished. It's still got a lot to go. I'm still trying to see if I can make pockets and add material to it, fabric, and yeah. So this is one of them, and then this is the other one that I wasn't crazy about the design of this one, and so what I did was I painted over it, and this is a little sneak peek of what it's gonna look in there. The inside. Yeah, so this is the second one. I still don't know what I'm gonna put for the closure. I still have to add pockets and fabric and so many other things that I still want to do to it. So this is barely finished. Okay, and then these are the ones that I was working on previous to these. And be honest, junk journals take me forever because you know, you gotta get the paper that you want, and I'm starting to coffee dye my papers now, so it takes me a little longer, and I want to make like pockets and, you know, add a lot of different textures. And so for me it takes me a while, a very long time, to make junk journals, especially since I don't always have the time to sit down and work on them. So these are one of the ones that I created that has a transparent cover, and then I just added the inside, same as the set, and I sewed here, and this is actually from a folder, transparent folder. This is what it looks like in the inside. Okay, and then I have another one, which is this one. This one is purple, I don't know if you can see it, and this one is blue. It's another one that I'm working on. Oh, sorry, it's backwards. Backwards? Not this way. And so, same thing. Still has, you know, there's still pages that I'm not crazy about, so I'm gonna take out and remove and change. And this is the other one. I think this is upside down. See it? This is where it goes. Also here, but I have to add something in here. And these are new tags that I'm working on that have pockets. So I'm gonna add this one to this one. This is also one that I started working on for a while, but I did not continue working on it. But I figured since I'm working on these, I'm gonna have to work on these too. This is a folder that I just scored, made it, gave it like this edge. Also wanted to make it into a junk journal, and so I added gold and some copper, and this is what it looks like. Then also just put paper in it. There's really nothing, it's still very plain. It's another pocket that I did. And then this one is one that I want to say that I finished. Okay, and this one will be given to my next act of kindness giveaway. And so this one I think is finished. I just gotta go over it and make sure that it is. So this is the green one. And so here is what I did with the pieces of leather that I purchased. I made a closure for this one. In my haul, if you want to see the leather that I purchased, I'm gonna link the video in the description box below if you want to see that video. So the pieces of leather that I purchased, I was able to cut 2 pieces out, and I just made like a little slit in here, put it in, made a sewing, but I also glued it. And so this one is sewn. These are not even sewn in yet. This one has the pocket in here. This is a little bag actually you can take out. I made some tags in there. Pocket and put something in there. Yeah, so I may add a few more things to this one, but this one will definitely go out to my next act of kindness, and I definitely want to give it to someone who enjoys junk journals and has a passion for junk journals. So that goes to my next one. And I think one of these also, because I'm not sure if I want to sell these. I'm not sure. So I'm still undecided if I want to sell these. or just give them away as gifts. So also wanted to show you guys which I already showed you a few of them. These are the tags that I've been working on. And they all have pockets. These are kind of made out of index card paper, so they're a little thick. And this one is actually made out of scrapbooking paper, so it's a little flimsy, but it's still very good. See? I mean, you can put double tape and just stick it to wherever you want. This one has a little safety pin on there. These I sewed in the side just to give it a different look. Also, put a little piece of ribbon in there. Also, this one has pocket. They all have pockets. This one has my design on there. So these will definitely probably go into the junk journals. And some of them I punched holes, and some of them I didn't, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe some of them I may leave just plain. Then I also made these cards, which I don't know if I should make them into tags or cards, but these are also gonna go into junk journals. So that's what I've been working on lately. As far as junk journals, they take me a long time to do because I don't have a lot of time to spend on them, and I like to, I've been working on doing my paper, coffee dyed paper, and that's a process also. And I just want to show you what I've done so far with that. This is some of the paper that I coffee dyed. These are book pages. This is a lighter color. But then I had this paper that I coffee dyed. I have different types of papers. There's like the school paper, and I don't remember what type of paper this is, but then I have the box. This is regular copy paper. And then this paper is like I don't know how to call it, but they sell these around my way in grocery stores and like the supermarkets. These are actually made for cooking. It's like a type of baking paper or cooking. You can boil food in these. I love this texture though, so I took a few of those. And then these are the same as these, except these came out really light, but kind of like a grayish color looks like. So I kept those. So this is what I'm working on lately. I have these and I have these. And I also did a few book pages. Okay, and that's pretty much what I wanted to share with you guys. If you guys have any questions, you know, you can send me a comment and I'll respond as soon as I can. And just wanted to share with you guys all these tips because, you know, we don't all most of us are on a budget, and so, you know, if you already have the Dylusions paints and you want some spray paints, you can make it out of that. The Master's Touch, they're very affordable, they're not that expensive. Or you can just experiment with the paint that you have already and see what comes up, what you can come up with. I know that these, the Master's Touch, leave a really nice bright color for sprays, and so those are dilutions, so you can play with the ones you have, or you can purchase them and make your own sprays and have fun with it. So I think that's it for today, and I hope everyone's doing well, and thank you all for watching, and up to next time. Bye bye.